Damn. And you met Beanie Sigel that day?
No, we ain't meet that day. I just watched him from the other side. It's crazy because we talk about that story. When I told him that story, he's like, damn, for real? I'm like, yeah, I was right there. You know, I was right there in the other room. You know what I mean? This is when he was Beanie Mac. He wasn't even Beanie Sigel yet.
Damn.
Yeah.
Okay. And so, but you do continue to still,
Yeah.
rap, and does it motivate you at one point?
I think what motivated me was what I was dealing with, what I was going through. Everything that I was dealing with in the streets and my life is what motivated me the most. You know what I'm saying? More than anything. I think when Jay-Z came with Streets is Watching and all that shit, a lot of us felt like that was our life. That's what we was going through, what we was dealing with. No matter what level of money it was you was getting, if you was a hustler, you was a hustler. So I think, that shit opened up the doors, that opened up the lights. And then to see like Beanie Sigel get a deal, Gilly the Kid get deals, Dutch and Spade get a deal. Like that shit opened up, my eyes a little bit more to the industry. Like, shit, if they could do it, I could do it too. These is niggas that I know. You know what I mean? This is they the same age as me. They running around just like me. So, that opened my eyes a lot.
One of the things you're very well known for is your fight with Beanie Sigel.
Right.
Now, I know you guys have, a good relationship now. So without, getting into the specifics and everything, can you kind of take me through, what happened and everything that night?
Yo, it's crazy because that fight is older than the shit with Gunplay. Very, very older. Like, that shit is like, I don't even remember that shit. All I remember is we got to fighting in that moment. You know what I'm saying? And we got to fighting, man. Like, we both ain't like what each other said, and it was like, well, it is what it is. And we got to ripping. You know what I'm saying? And anybody know Philly niggas, like, you come from Philly, that's what we do first. We fighters. Like, I could walk out this interview and somebody could say something slick and we could get the mixing. It's different now, but at that time, that's just how it was. It just was, now the relationship that we have now was just an unfortunate situation then. But my thing with these interviewers is like, I want them to ask him about it. They always ask me. Ask him. Don't be afraid to ask him.
I would ask
the way
him.
you're not afraid to ask me, ask him.
If I ever interview Beanie Sigel, I guarantee you I'd ask him, man.
So all you gotta do is ask him.
And okay, so you guys getting this crazy fight in this club, man, and did you guys know each other before that?
Yeah, we knew each other. We did music with each other before that. You know what I'm saying? I think we just gotta understand it. That's all. And we know people on both sides. I know people on his side. He know people on my side. It was rough for a minute. For a minute, the clubs wouldn't let me in if he was in there. They wouldn't let him in if I was in there. It was a problem for a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like, we really was like at each other for a second. And then, time, in that situation, time heals all wounds. And through his cousin Pooh and his brother News, we just got over that shit. Cause I got a lot of love for them. You know what I mean? And me and him was cool, like I said, we was cool. And one day we seen each other, I think we was at the Electric Factory or some shit. Jadakiss and them had something going on there. And we seen each other and we just looked at each other and just bust out laughing. And hugged and it was just over. You know what I'm saying? We never, it was just over. And I think we had conversations about it. Like, it'd be like some shit like, nigga, your hand's big as shit. But nigga, your hand's big as shit. Like, it'd be like funny shit for us, like that people probably won't understand. But we don't care about that shit. You know what I'm saying? I hope the youth look at that situation and be like, damn, them two went through it. If they could squash it, we could squash some shit. You know what I mean?
What year was this?
Woo! 2004? Like 4 or 5? roughly. Yeah.
Oh, okay. And I seen somewhere that you brought Beanie Sigel to G Unit and put some records together with 50 Cent?
Yeah. So what happened was we was in Philly. Fifth was in Philly. We was in the Ritz-Carlton Hotel. And he was putting out, what album was coming out? I want to say Curtis album. Yeah, I want to say Curtis album. And he was like, yo, you got the nigga Bean's number? And I'm like, yeah. And he knew what happened. He knew like what we had been through. And he was like, you calling nigga? Tell him to come to the station. And at that moment, I could have said, no, I ain't have his number. You know what I'm saying? I could have been like, man, I ain't that nigga. But I didn't wear my heart on my sleeve. You understand what I'm saying? And I called him like, yo, come to the radio station. Homie want to holler at you. And he like, huh? He like, all right, now? I'm like, yeah, we here now. And then he came and, you know what I mean? Then I took him to the office the next day and he played records for him. And, you know, that's when they did a few records together. But Beans ended up going to jail after that. You know, the taxes thing came and, you know, there was a lot of shit that went on.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon. So hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.